We're called some Meeks, and our big orange home on wheels has taken us to some amazing places in Europe and beyond. We've driven 5,000 miles since leaving the UK and spent the last 4 months experiencing full-time van life in Turkey. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but in this episode our travel bucket list gets a big fat tick and we finally make it to our furthest eastern destination. We pick you up on our way into the Taurus Mountains. I tell you, it has been a long time coming to get here. It was one of the first things I had pinned on the map when we thought we might be coming to Turkey, so I am very, very excited to get up there. We've made it to the top and I think we've made it in time for sunset. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's show you what's up here. Whoa!
Considering we're like 2,000 meters up, it's so busy here. Like everyone is waiting for the sun to set, so we better grab a spot, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Well, it was definitely worth the climb. It's very, very cool up here. The statues are so
cool. It's
cool.
Bloody freezing. We're used to 22 degrees, not 2.
But the statues are very, very beautiful. Like, there's nothing else like them, right, in the ancient world.
It's a UNESCO site, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But
very unique, but too cool for us.
Let's watch the rest of the sunset, shall we? Good morning, guys. So we left Mount Nemrut last night in the pitch black, just wanted to get off the mountain, and we just parked in this random area not really knowing what to expect, and we're pretty amazed at where we've parked. Like, that bridge is fantastic. There's nobody else here apart from I think 10 4x4s with tents on top. parked on the river, which is a pretty cool park up, probably better than the car park here. But yeah, it's so nice to wake up somewhere and when you feel a little bit like, ooh, where are we? And then to open the door onto one, bright sunshine, and two, a really nice area. We're very fortunate to have done this today.
And actually, I think everyone like us, included, comes to this national park literally just to go up Mount Nemrut and then come back down and drive straight back out again. But as we've driven through yesterday, like, it is absolutely stunning here, and this park up is testament to that, right on a massive like river that feeds into a lake that feeds into the Euphrates. Like, it's incredible. It's just such a shame that we don't have time to stick around and actually enjoy it for a long period of time. So we're gonna set off and hopefully do a big long 5-hour drive today. Good morning, guys. We have woken up in the old town of Mardin today, and we are off to explore this very ancient and very pretty town. How are you feeling today?
Good. Although you have got me up at 7:42 to leave the van. Just because there was a rooster that woke you up at 4 AM or something, you're like, right, I'm ready, I'm going. I'm lying there like, what?
Yeah, well, you know, seize the day and all that.
There's seizing the day and then there's getting into the town before it's open.
We do quite like doing this. We've done it a few times now when we've come to big towns or cities, but we come out before all of the shops are open. Because if we're honest, some of these places are just the same shops over and over again, especially when they've become like tourist destinations. And when you come out before they even open, kind of get more of a real feel of what the town's like.
I love how you can also see the kids going to school and like the locals going to work and getting their morning like bits of bread and stuff like that. It's like much more, gonna sound really wanky here, authentic than the touristy side of it, which I'm sure we'll get to see later on.
This is quite possibly the most picturesque and video-friendly place we've ever been. Every corner we turn, there's like a new little like doorway or a beautiful doorknob or just carvings everywhere. Even their manhole covers have like carvings on them. It's beautiful. It's crazy.
Just thinking like it feels like we're in like living history, which again sounds wanky, but it's that kind of place. Like it feels alive with the history of what it used to be, and still the people that live here now living in the traditional ways with the donkeys and the call to prayer all the time. I think it's a really special place.
So we have just come up to the Medrasesi, which I think is how you say it, at the very top of Mardin. And we're about to go and see the best view from the whole of the old town.
Oh my. Such a cute little stairway up. I'm so excited.
Steep, like everywhere else in Mardin. Oh, shake that booty.
Now this is Mardin. Up that 30 meters more gives you such a different perspective down onto the town, and there's nothing else up here. We're the only ones. There's no big rails, it's just us and the roof of the... Wow.
And up here we are right underneath Mardin Castle, which is on the top of the hill. Sadly you cannot go up there. My understanding is that it's a military base, and there's actually like something to do with NATO up there, is that right? A NATO radar, I think, is based here, so you can't fully go up there. So this really is the best view. And I don't think we've actually mentioned it yet, but one of the towns that you can see just in the distance there is Syria. So we're literally right on the border. It's absolutely incredible how far across these massive plains you can see, even on a bit of a hazy day like today.
One of the things that makes Mardin so special is the array of narrow, windy streets that only pedestrians can go up. There are some that vans have gone up by the looks of things, but I would not be taking Dee Dee up them. But it's beautiful, and like it feels like every corner has a bit of mystery because you just don't know where you're going. Like none of these little streets are on Google Maps, so you just walk until you find something amazing, which is around pretty much every turn. She's like, oh, these stairs are very big these days.
That really amused you, didn't it?
It did, like... I love that we're here so early in the morning. So early in the morning, and all you can hear is the from the tweet 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 of the birds that are like, whoa, that one flew, like absolutely bombing it around. I don't know if they're like hunting insects or something like that, but it's incredible to hear.
There's so many of them.
Thank you, birds. Is this like the most beautiful school you've ever seen? It's right at the top of the town and it looks insane. Yeah?
Yes, perfect. Well, this is not a bad spot. First things first, we obviously had to stop for a Turkish coffee, didn't we? Look at this cute little cup! It's so adorable. And sherbet, which I think is a traditional thing for this area. Tastes like Palmer violets, if anyone in the UK knows those like old sweets. Oh, it's so sugary. I can't like it. Tiny little cups. So something feels very special about being here, and I think it's because we planned to get here so long ago. This was our furthest point east on our original route for the first 3 months. And then we never made it because of, you know, breakdowns and crashes and bad weather. All these kinds of things got in the way. So it feels really kind of monumental to be here now. And now we're so much further down the line and we're here for so much longer. And now it's just another point on a much bigger journey. So it feels really, really special. It makes me feel a bit all like warm and fuzzy that we actually made it here, because it feels like it's been a long time coming. We have just been invited in to look inside this beautiful boutique hotel. As we're walking past, the guy said, "You want to come and have a look?" It's stunning.
Of course. Look at this bath.
Whoa. Well, it would be rude not to have a chai on the terrace of the hotel, wouldn't it? They've invited us in and everything. Let's look around, be nosy. It's the least we could do.
So the name of this hotel, I think it's just up there actually, is Antique Han. And I'll put the price of a room down here. It didn't look too busy when we were here, but I imagine in summer it's going to be busy every night. But we've had one too many hotel stays so far on this trip, and we're not quite ready for another one yet. As tempting as this one is.
Okay, I promise I'm going to stop taking video of Meeks walking through beautiful archways now, because there's going to be so many. Like I say, this town is just so beautiful on camera. I just can't stop snapping different parts. It's amazing. Whew, it is warm, and we have made it back down onto the main street. And we haven't really shown you much of this main street because, if we're honest, it is just mainly all the same shops that you would find in every other big town or city in Turkey. Spice shops, hello! Nuts, spices, jewellery, loads of gold, loads of scarves, beads.
There is more coffee here though.
Yeah, it's a lot more coffee shops. 11:30, so 4 hours we've been walking around Mardin for. It's really coming to life now, but we actually prefer it when it was quiet. So we found ourselves a little roof terrace to come and have a coffee, some breakfast, brunch. And we were just saying that it's really a game of luck here, because all the best places with the best views are obviously up high with a roof deck. But down on street level, it's just a doorway with a staircase. There's no signage, there's nothing really that you could judge a place by. So yeah, it's just kind of a game of luck, and this one paid off. Right, our food has arrived, we're gonna get stuck in, and we're gonna leave you here with Syria on my right, Mardin Old Town on my left. It has been such a magical stop off. We've really, really loved it. So we will catch you next week.
Goodbye guys, see you next week.